So augmented reality, you're used to it. You're maybe not familiar with those particular terms, but it's taking something from the digital world and including it into your view of the natural world. So the people in the stadium of a football game don't see the first and 10 line like the rest of us do when we're watching TV. Augmented reality is finding its way into various places in life, whether it be walking through a town and being able to use your smartphone and see the labels on buildings, or to have your words translated right before your very eyes. Right now, however, augmented reality is being used mostly by marketing people. So it's trying to get one up on the other people. So when you walk through a grocery store, you might pull out your phone and look at a bag of diapers and a little animation might appear. Or you might be able to place the couch in just the right spot before you actually buy it. Well, the problem that we face is that people are facing natural hazards. They are flooding. So it makes sense that we shouldn't see this area of augmented reality just to the markers. We need to figure out how to use it in our world if it's going to help us be able to understand or gain people's attention. So right now, FEMA makes maps. They make maps that show the boundaries of high-risk flood areas. And the Illinois State Water Survey has a contract with FEMA to make those maps, and we take them to the public and we introduce them through open houses. They have additional products right now that they have created. They're called RiskMAP products. They help us to better understand our risks, so it's more than just the maps that people are used to. These are products such as reports or animations, things that might show the different frequencies of a flood or the depths of a flood at those different frequencies. It makes sense that we can take these products and merge them together so the public can actually see them at the same time. Right now they seem to be in different spots. So I set about to try to put augmented reality or embed it into the firms themselves. So a basic understanding of how this triggers is right now you're familiar with these little black QR codes that you find around places. Realtors even have them. If you pull out your smartphone and look at one of those little black boxes, it'll launch the website that would explain to you what that house is that's being sold, or it'll launch other things like that. So it's similar to that, except instead of using a little box as your trigger, you're using an image as the trigger. So the database is scanned or checked so that something that matches it finds your image, and then it replaces it with another image that you can better understand. So to do this, you actually have to have a device. In this case, we're showing an iPad pointing at something. It takes just a moment for it to trigger. By the way, I have a poster out in the foyer that I'll actually stand by and demonstrate so you can see this done live. So what is then being replaced over your view of the FEMA panel is now an animated view showing the various depths that you would be facing at various storm or flood frequencies. In this case, you would be able to move your iPad around and the image would follow because it's being placed exactly on top of that particular panel. So in this case, we can show both the deep areas as well as the shallow areas, just by way of interpretation. The green areas in this image are the more shallow areas, so these occur more frequently. Whereas the red areas, or deeper areas, and there's a legend in the lower right-hand corner that tells you it's greater than 4 feet, those would occur in something that's like a 1% annual chance of flooding. So this is something that we've experimented with, and we've done it in multiple meetings, and we've had a little bit of a process along the way. The poster outside kind of shows you our steps. We've been doing this for more than a year now. And we're trying to get to the point where people begin to understand it as information. The steps you have to go through currently is you have to install an application. In this case, the application is called the RiskMAP. There's many of them out there. We just started with this one. You install it, and then you have to actually subscribe to the library of images that it might recognize. Otherwise, it's taking too much time checking the whole world's worth of images. So it'll check the Illinois State Water Survey's images just to make sure that you're looking at something that it recognizes. So once you've subscribed to that channel, then you're ready to go. This example shows the first poster that we created when we pointed at the 3D model of Illinois, or a picture of the 3D model of Illinois, a digital one appeared where you could actually kind of take your device, go closer, and look a little bit deeper into the model or back off. So here's where we're going, though. Where we're going is we know that we have to build this into an app. In other words, to install something like the Natural Resources Expo app, which has all the information about all the talks, all the posters, and by the way, it also has an augmented reality app embedded into it, so it'll be a little bit more able to launch. Ultimately, I'd like to get to a point where we can actually look outside, step outside, look at a building, and have a line appear on that building which shows the base flood elevation. I think that would help people suddenly realize their risk, those that maybe don't read maps or such. So thank you very much, and I enjoyed being here today.